To Kill a Mockingbird, Chapter 4, 1934. As the year passed, I was released from school 30 minutes before Jem, and I ran by the Radley place as fast as I could, not stopping until I reached the safety of our front porch. One afternoon, as I raced by, something caught my eye. When Jem came home, he asked me where I got such a wad. "I found it! Don't eat things you find, Scout! This wasn't on the ground, it was in a tree. It was sitting in that tree yonder, the one coming from school. Spit it out right now! I've been chewing it all afternoon and I ain't dead yet, not even sick. Don't you know you're not supposed to even touch the trees over there? You go gargle right now, you hear me? Ain't neither. It'll take the taste out of my mouth. You don't, and I'll tell Calpurnia on you." Summer was on the way. Jem and I awaited it with impatience. Summer was sleeping on the back porch in cots, or trying to sleep in the treehouse. Summer was everything good to eat. It was 1,000 colors in a parched landscape. But most of all, summer was Dill. "Reckon old Dill will be coming home tomorrow." "Probably the day after. Mississippi lets him loose a day later." "Jem, look!" "I see it, Scout, I see it." "Indian heads, 1906, and Scout, one of them's 1900. These are real old." 1900? Say, hush a minute, I'm thinking. "Jem, you reckon that's somebody's hiding place?" "Nah, don't anybody much but us pass by there, unless it's some grown person's." "Grown folks don't have hiding places. You reckon we ought to keep 'em, Jem?" "Tell you what, we'll keep 'em till school starts, then go around and ask everybody if they're theirs. These are somebody's, I know that. See how they've been slicked up? They've been saved." "Yeah, but why should somebody want to put away chewing gum like that? You know it doesn't last." "I don't know, Scout, but these are important to somebody." "How's that, Jem?" "Well, Indian heads, well, they come from the Indians. They're real strong magic. They make you have good luck. Not like fried chicken when you're not looking for it, but things like long life and good health and passing 6-week tests. These are real valuable to somebody. I'm going to put 'em in my trunk." "Saw my daddy this year. He's a sight taller than your daddy. He's got a pointed black beard like so, and he's president of the L&N Railroad. I helped the engineer for a while. And a pig's ear you did, Dill. Hush! What'll we play? Tom and Sam and Dick?" Bill wanted the Rover Boys because there were 3 respectable parts. He was clearly tired of being our character man. "I'm tired of those. Let's make one up, Jem. I'm tired of making 'em up." "I smell death." "I do. I mean it." "You mean when somebody's dying you can smell it?" "No, I mean I can smell somebody and tell if they're gonna die. An old lady taught me how. Jean Louise Finch, you are going to die in 3 days. Dill, if you don't hush, I'll knock you bow-legged. I mean it now. Y'all hush. You act like you believe in hot steams." "You act like you don't." "What's a hot steam?" "Haven't you ever walked along a lonesome road at night and passed by a hot place? A hot steam's somebody who can't get to heaven, just wallows around on lonesome roads, and if you walk through 'em, when you die, you'll be one too, and you'll go around at night sucking people's breath." "How can you keep from passing through one?" "You can't. Sometimes they stretch all the way across the road, but if you have to go through one, you say, 'Angel bright, life and death, get off the road, don't suck my breath.' That keeps them from wrapping around you." "Don't believe a word he says, Dill. Calpurnia says that's N-word talk." "Well, are we going to play anything or not?" "Let's roll in the tire." "You know I'm too big. You can push." "I'm first." "Oughtn't I be first, seeing how I just got here?" "How about Scout goes first, and you get an extra time?" Until it happened, I did not realize that Jem was offended by my contradicting him on hot steams. He rewarded me by pushing that tire down the sidewalk with all the force in his body. Ground, sky, and houses melted into a mad palette. My ears throbbed. I was suffocating. "Scout! Get away from there! Come on! Come on, Scout! Don't just lie there! Get up, can't ya? Get the tire! Bring it with you! Ain't you got any sense at all? Why didn't you bring it? Why don't you get it?" "I swear, Scout, sometimes you act so much like a girl it's mortifying." "I know what we are going to play." "What?" "Boo Radley." Jem's head at times was transparent. He had thought that up to make me understand he wasn't afraid of the Radleys in any shape or form, to contrast his own fearless heroism with my cowardice. "Scout, you can be Mrs. Radley. I declare if I will, I don't think—" "'Smatter, still scared?" He can get out at night when we're all sleeping. Scout, how's he gonna know what we're doing? Besides, I don't think he's still there. He died years ago and they stuffed him up the chimney. Jem parceled out the rolls. I was Mrs. Radley, and all I had to do was come out and sweep the porch. Dill was old Mr. Radley. He walked up and down the sidewalk and coughed when Jem spoke to him. Jem, naturally, was Boo. He went under the front steps and shrieked and howled from time to time. As the summer progressed, so did our game. We polished and perfected it, adding dialogue and plot, until we had manufactured a small play upon which we rang changes every day. I reluctantly played assorted ladies who entered the script. What are you all playing? Nothing. Why are you tearing up that newspaper? If it's today's, I'll tan you. Nothing. Nothing what? Nothing, sir. Does this by any chance have anything to do with the rat? No, sir. I hope it doesn't. Jem, shut up. He can hear us. Reckon we oughtn't to play anymore? I don't know. Atticus didn't say we couldn't. Jem, I think Atticus knows it anyway. No, we don't. If he did, he'd say he did. You're being a girl again, Scout. Always imagining things. That's why other folks don't like girls. All right, you just keep it up then. You'll find out. Atticus's arrival was the second reason I wanted to quit the game. The first reason happened the day I rolled into the Radley front yard. Through all the head shaking, quelling of nausea, and Jem yelling, I had heard another sound so low I could not have heard it from the sidewalk. Someone inside the house was laughing.